Welcome into the recap of the Cubs' 7-3 victory over their arch rivals, the St. Louis Cardinals, on Saturday afternoon at beautiful Wrigley Field. The confines were jumping, and the Cubs found a way to win a baseball game when somebody stepped up offensively, Michael Busch. And guess what? When you got a gut punch of news before the game about Cade Horton, we'll get into that in a moment, your pitching has to step up and make big pitches in big spots, and they did just that. Let me get you caught up on how this one went down. It's brought to you by our great partners at Tasty Trade, stocks, crypto, futures, options. Whatever you trade, the platform you trade on is very important. You should do it at tastytrade.com. All right, let me get into this because the Cubs got a gut punch before the game. Cade Horton was throwing a bullpen. They were hoping he could start either game 1, 2, or 3 in the upcoming wild card round. And he said, something not right. They did tests, rib fracture, to the injured list, out for the wild card round. They said he might be able to come back for game 5 of the National League Division Series. I think that's a long shot, but we will see. They'll do nothing that would jeopardize that young man, obviously with such a bright future. So that's a gut punch. Some teams would be like, oh my God, how are we going to recover? When you have veteran leadership, a veteran manager, you just find a way, man. Hey, next man up. And they got solid pitching out of Jamison Tyone. Bullpen made big pitches in big spots. And then don't let Seiya get hot. 3 home runs in the last few days. And Michael Busch, you are the apt player of the game. He was magnificent and made history today. So let's get into Michael Busch first. He is the first player since Johnny Mize in 1939, ironically, of the Cardinals, to have 2 home runs, a single, and a double in a game at Wrigley Field. Guess what? Since 1939, monster day for Michael Busch. He was phenomenal today. ABT.com, there's your promo code REKAP25. And then Seiya hit a home run today. He's starting to figure it out. PCA hit a home run. He's starting to figure it out. There's enough weaponry here that you can beat the San Diego Padres and get yourself to the division series. Will they? That remains to be seen. Here is our Hooters Wingin' It starting pitching matchup. Let me take you through this. For the Cardinals, McGreevy, he takes the loss. 4 2/3 of 6 hit, 3 run, it's earned, 3K, 2 walk, 2 home run baseball. For the Chicago Cubs today, Jamison Tyone, 6 innings, 3 hits, 1 run, it's earned, 8 Ks, 2 walks, and a home run allowed. That was the Arenado shot. And then Thielbar, Pomeranz, and Keller finished it. Cardinals did have the bases loaded at the end of the game, and Brad Keller found a way to get the last man. Got him! Ball game over. Cubs clinch home field advantage. That is brought to you by our great partners at Hooters, 11 Chicago area. Location originalhooters.com. All right, let's get into what's coming up, because tomorrow's game now is an irrelevant game. They'll let guys play if they want to play. If they don't, they won't. And then you get Monday off. It's our Studio 41 look ahead, Studio 41 home remodeling showroom, studio41.com, 13 locations. So tomorrow, they'll ask guys who want to play. If they don't, they can sit. You don't have enough guys up that you can sit everybody, but they're not going to push anybody that has any type of a, little sore here, a little sore there. They're not going to utilize them. I would think they'll be very, very judicious and use their top pitching guys very sparingly, if at all. Some guys, instead of doing a side session, might get a little bit of work in a ball game that you'd be like, why are they pitching? You get Monday off. Some guys are in their routines. That remains to be seen. All I know is that come Tuesday, crank it up. Take out the Padres and see how far you can ride this thing. That's it. That's it. You're at 91 wins. You've had a hell of a good year. Now, no more criticizing, no more nothing. We may criticize in-game moves, but Craig Counsell has shepherded this team to this point, and they're in the postseason. Let's go. Let's freaking go. Cubs win, baby. They get it done. 7-3. Have a great rest of your day. Vegas is hopping here. Let me tell you, Chicago has taken over the town. Now find a way to win a football game tomorrow, and that would be even greater. Cubs win. Have a great day. I appreciate your support. Take that.